This video got a powerful promise. The only skill you need to make your first $1 million. And we finna listen to what he gotta say. And really, I'm not even gonna waste no time.
I taught 100 kids this one skill that if you learn it, you're almost guaranteed to make your first million. I've gone from dead broke at 24 to a millionaire at 27, and today I help business owners generate millions for themselves. In fact, I've helped over 10,000 business owners around the world get rich, but I'm on a mission to make young millionaires. So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes and show you how to make millions, even if you're starting from nothing. Now, this one skill will make you a millionaire, but there's also 3 other skills that if you stack them, it's a guarantee. The first skill is sales and persuasion. A business is started the moment you sell something to a stranger. Not before, not getting ready, not registering your incorporation, not setting up your Stripe account, not getting the website ready, not setting up your Instagram. The moment a stranger buys from you, the business is started. Now, there's only 3 S's of selling that if you understand, you're able to get somebody to part with their money, which is wild and awesome the first time you do it. The first point is that the first sale starts with yourself. You ever talk to somebody and they're saying all the right things, but you know damn well they don't believe in themselves?
Yes.
Yeah, their eyes are twitchy, or they're too aggressive, or they're like, it's almost like they're reading from a script, and it feels bull, like it's not real. Whereas other people, when they talk, they don't even have to talk fast. They don't have to use big words. They don't have to be aggressive in their ask. They just talk with a level of confidence and certainty, and you go, oh, that person believes in what they're talking about. Does that make sense? Say yes.
Yes.
See, when I'm talking to somebody about what they sell and I look them in the eyes, it's not do I believe you, it's do I believe you believe in what you're saying. I can tell, and if I feel you haven't sold yourself, I'm not buying. The second is signal, your body language, how you show up. Have you ever talked to somebody and they can't even look you in the eyes? As soon as I look somebody in the eye and they look away, especially if they're a salesperson, I just see somebody that's not confident in themselves, hence they're not confident in the product and they're not confident in the ability to service the sale. Anytime you buy something from somebody, you're asking yourself, will this person take care of me after the sale? So if you want to go door to door, like I said, if I'm standing like this in somebody's door versus like this, what do you think that communicates? This feels pushy, right? Imagine you open the door and there's a person like this. Hey, I'm just asking about your gutters or, the painting in your house. You're gonna be like, yo, like, get out of my yard. Versus I go, knock, knock, and as soon as I knock, knock, I take a step back and I'm looking away. They open up the door, I'm doing this, and I just like, oh, I didn't even think you're gonna be home. Hey, my name's Dan. I was just noticing, da-da-da-da-da. And then you get a coffee cup, and they're like, oh, this is just a person in the neighborhood. They're trying to help me out. Way different communication. If you just show up with a coffee cup, you all of a sudden communicate to the person that you're chill, you're relaxed, you're just walking around, trying to help people out, not sure if you're a fit. That style with that coffee cup will make you more money. And most people don't realize how they're signaling to.
Damn, did he just hit a coffee cup for real? That's crazy. What? Bro, these glasses, bro. I don't like these glasses got like the blue. It's for the light. You know what I mean? Like I forgot what they call it. But because I'm on the screen and stuff like that. But ever since I started wearing these, bro, ladies start to react to me different. A lot of people start to react to me different because I think the glasses, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's something about the glasses, man. And then now I'm working on the ways and something, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's something about the glasses that signal. I don't know. Chill.
To a buyer that they're not serious. The third is secure. You have to get a commitment. Most people do all the work, literally the whole conversation, and never ask for the sale. First sales call, I get on a sales call and I'm selling. And I've got like my outline, okay? Start here, then I go there, then I go there, then I go there, then I go there, okay? So I feel like I've listened to a bunch of CDs and I've taught myself how to sell and I'm really excited. So I do the thing. Hey, tell me about your situation. They're talking. Oh my God, they're talking. It's so great. Okay. Then I go, well, tell me more about that pain. That sounds hard. Tell me about that. And they're like, oh yeah, it is hard. And I'm like, okay, now they're telling me about their problem. Then I say, well, what made you decide to reach out? Now they're selling them on me and why they reach out. Oh my God, this is so good. And then I go, well, where do you want to go from here? And they go, well, how does it work working with your software? And I go, oh, geez, ask me about my software. And I tell them about the software. And I go, does that sound good? And they sound, that's great. And guess what I do? I get too excited, I get nervous, and I'm scared. What do I forget to do? Ask for the order. Do you know most salespeople are scared to ask for the sale? Why? Because they don't want the no. If I never ask you, you never say no, I can't be rejected. I have a guy in one of my companies on the sales team, and every time you look at the leaderboard, this guy does 3 times more than everybody else. And everybody that sees the leaderboard goes, hey, what makes that guy special? I'll tell you. Yeah, he's good. He follows the process, but he just makes more offers. I think most people reject themselves before the buyer ever rejects them. If you don't learn the 3 S's, you'll always be wondering, what does it look like to actually build a real business? Now that's the first skill, but you need 2 more before you get to stack it with the master skill. Which brings us to the second skill, public speaking and communication. People see me talk and they see this confident, clear, concise person. They go, hey man, how did you learn to speak? You're so good at it. My first talk was a complete mess. You can literally go on YouTube and search my name and find me on a dark stage. I didn't even make sense to me. I'm watching that going, what was I thinking? I need you to understand, we all start horrible.
Second cut.
Oh. Jordan on the move, baseline left. Huh? Oh, no.
The only difference is how fast can you get good.
Jordan with 2 seconds to go, puts it up and scores at the buzzer. Michael
Jordan. In the air, shows up. Your ability to communicate clearly and concisely will open more doors than your degree ever will. When I'm teaching my friends on how to communicate and speak, these are 3 steps that I teach every time so they speak like a pro. The first one is you got to embrace the nerves. I will tell you, before I shoot videos, I shoot reels, I go on stage, I literally get nervous. Why? Because I care. I always go, hey Dan, just serve, man. Just like be here, be with the people. Here's the kicker though. Don't make it about you, make it about the audience. All the hard work's done. You know, you got invited to speak. You're on the stage. Maybe you got paid.
I like this.
Let's just deliver. And when you embrace those nerves and make it about the audience and not about yourself, all of a sudden that energy is felt by people. The second area is know your shit. I can't tell you the amount of times I see people nervous, stumbling, turn red, freaking out. Why? They're talking about stuff they've never done. And you don't have to be further along. It's not like you can't teach a millionaire how to improve their marketing if you're not a millionaire. But there needs to be something you've done within that area of marketing that is impressive and that will teach that person. Ideally, it comes on the back end of volume, 10,000 hours type of stuff. There's reps required. Can you imagine somebody saying, I didn't make the NBA and I only shot like 10 free throws a month?
Oh, wow.
Okay, Steph Curry, does anybody know how many free throws he shoots before a game every time, 100% of the time? Does anybody know that number? It's 500. Okay?
Want to know why most new YouTube channels fail? It's because getting your first 1,000 subscribers the traditional
Like if you listen to Kobe and his practices, he would do 3 a days. He realized if I wake up early, I could practice at 4 in the morning, then go back with the family, recover, go back, practice again at like noon, and then go back and meet up with the team at 4 and practice again. Well, everybody else is doing 1, he's doing 3. I'm gonna say this so that you guys really understand it. Like listen to my words, because as I share it, you might not hear it, so pay attention. Winners lose more than losers. And to the parents, if you're watching the live feed, let your kids fail or they'll become losers. If you know your shit and you practice, it's hard to mess it up. The last one, number 3, is tell stories, not facts. You've probably heard this quote that nobody's gonna remember what you said, they're gonna remember how you made them feel. What I've seen the best of the best do when it comes to speaking communication is they tell stories. They tell emotional, heartfelt stories. Now, not just any story, this is the kicker. They tell the story that explains to the audience why they know that information. They use the story to connect with the audience, to have them self-reflect on their journey and where they're at in that process. And it's not about the facts. Yes, you can talk about like deep AI, networking, like some of the nerdy stuff I do, but that's not what's gonna get them to remember me. What's gonna get them to remember is using my story to connect the information with the heart. When you do those things, you can't lose. Before we get to the master skill, there's one more skill you need to learn. Now,
I've done that a few times, and I've seen the result of it. So that's cool. Sales and persuasion, public speaking and communication. I like this.
the third skill to stack is connecting and networking. I believe that your life is a byproduct of your environment, and the people in your environment are going to dictate your success. When I was in my early 30s and I moved back to my hometown where I grew up, but I didn't know other millionaires, I had to do the work to reestablish my network. I was coming back from living in San Francisco, where you can't throw a rock and not hit other successful tech entrepreneurs. I couldn't even tell you one successful person in my hometown other than my brother and my best friends, because I just was disconnected. So here's what I did. I decided to organize an event, essentially a dinner, with my buddy who's a chef, a great friend, Shaw, who came and spoke, and then curate each table. And then I cold called a handful of entrepreneurs that I got names for, and I tried to figure out if they were the right fit. So as crazy as the night it happens, you gotta understand, there's 80 people in the room, and I've never met any of them in person. It was almost like the world's largest blind date, and they were all like, how do you know Dan? They're like, I've never met him. He cold called me. It was wild, but I will tell you, that night, that event, having moved back from San Francisco, not knowing anybody, established my relationships in that city. And those people went on to be people I invested in their businesses with, I partnered with in business, I did play dates with my kids, or traveled the world with. And it's available to everybody, no matter how small your town is. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So when young people ask me how to upgrade your network, this is exactly what I tell them. First off, think of events. Why are events so powerful? Well, one, you have a reason to reach out to these really successful people and bring them into your world. When my buddy Martell called me up one day and he's like, hey man, I want to get to know more people, I said, run an event. He's like, but I don't know anybody. I said, that's the whole point. You have a platform you create, which is a stage. You invite them to speak on it, which gives them a reason to show up. You're the one that coordinates the conversation with that person so you get to know them. Then you use that person speaking to go recruit people to come listen, which is a wildly productive strategy. See, when I moved to San Francisco and I was asking myself, who is the person that knows all the people I want to meet? It occurred to me that the event organizers, they were the center of the hub. They knew all the speakers, they knew all the people, and they weren't being harassed every day by people on social media because they have big audiences. Most of these organizers didn't have a lot of people who even knew who they were. So that's who I built relationships with. The second is hyper-personalized email. Now, this one requires work because you can't cold email somebody and expect them to reply if they don't think you've done a little bit of work to get to know who they are. The amount of people that send me Mr. Martell, Dan Martell, comma, like literally cold email templates gone wrong. When my buddy Chris messaged me years ago and not only referenced something he saw on my stories on Facebook, but he also mentioned a recent video I just uploaded on YouTube. And he was very clear that he doesn't know me or anybody that knows me, but he has a way to help me support my business. And that if I'd be open to it, that it'd be really quick and it would take 3 minutes. I replied and said, shoot the video, send it over. These hyper-personalized emails are so powerful. Chris not only delivered on his promise, he's made me tens of millions of dollars and is still somebody that is in my life. He actually helped me edit my book, Buy Back Your Time, which is wild. How are you gonna stand out amongst all the emails? What are you gonna do to make it seem like you took the time and the effort to actually get to know the person you're messaging? If you want my email template for cold emailing people, just find me on Instagram and just message me the word YouTube cold email, and I'll send it to you because in it talks about how do you mention something recent in their life that makes it look hyper personalized and relevant. And the second thing is, how do you do an ask that is so simple that gets the person to almost guarantee they give you a reply? Now, the third is similar to one, which is host a meetup, but I do these all the time virtually. So for example, I'm building out my AI venture studio, Martell Ventures, and my only goal is to connect with other people in the AI space. So all I do is I scroll on Instagram, scroll on TikTok, I identify people talking about this stuff, and I invite them to a meetup. It's essentially a Zoom lunch meeting. I call it the AI Expert Roundtable. Everybody introduces themselves, they talk about what they're working on, what's good, what's bad, and everybody else tries to just be helpful. It's super informal, super easy, and anybody can run them. I actually have my team run them. I just show up as an attendee. It makes it a lot of fun for me, and I can do it no matter where I'm traveling. Now that you've learned sales, public speaking, and networking, there's one master skill that if you learn, you're guaranteed to make millions. The final, most important skill is content creation and storytelling. What's wild is most people are new to me in the last 16 months, but I've been doing YouTube religiously for almost 10 years. And I finally hit 1 million subscribers. It took 8 years to get to 100K, and then things ramped up because I realized content creation, building my personal brand, and learning how to communicate better, tell stories is the future. You've probably heard this, but attention is the new oil. You have to learn to tell stories so well that people stop scrolling and actually lean in. There are only two bets that I think are worth making on the future. One is AI and the other one is personal brand. So understanding this fourth master skill takes the rest of them and amplifies it. So when I'm teaching this to young millionaires, I always start with study the best so that you can make your social media feed a masterclass and a university of growth.
I want to learn about AI.
Ooh, my favorite topic. What passion topic do you like? What are you passionate about?
Fighting.
Okay, look at this. AI, UFC. Look at that. This guy's using AI to create UFC fighters. So then what you do is you go and you go FYP, FYP. By doing that, I told the algorithm, I like that, send me more. You're gonna do it. Pick this guy. This guy looks like he's talking about stuff. What's he talking about? ChatGPT predicts UFC. That's cool. That's cool. Wouldn't you want to know how to do that? Okay, now go to his comments and then type FYP, For You page. So what that does is it tells the algorithm that you want to receive more content like this. So next time you go on TikTok, guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna learn AI by going on social media. Do you like going on social media? So do I. But I don't like to waste my time. I wanna learn stuff that's gonna help my future. So now you go do a thing you like to do, and while you're doing it, you're learning cool stuff. Cool?
Do you want your videos to look like this?
It's
well,
so
in just
simple,
14
for
days,
real.
we've taught all these people
It's
how to
really
do it.
simple.
Our
It's just
Awesome question. The
Consistency.
second is you gotta create data.
It's so simple for real. It's really just consistency, because even right now as I'm creating this video, I am not doing anything, bro. I'm just sitting. I just click a button and it's screen recording, and then I'm just gonna create a title, thumbnail, and then just upload it. That's it. That's it. I already did all the work to be able to come up with the idea, have the mindset to be able to want to learn this. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Dan, man, for this video. This is a really
Daily. Most people can't be
videos like this I like to watch. And I also like this dude over here. Dan Co. Oof, this dude over here, bro. Whenever I want like a really radical, like, yo, this dude right here, bro, he got no like remorse. This dude right here. You seeing that thing move right here? This dude right here. He don't care. He's just gonna tell you like it is. That man don't care, bro.
be consistent. So just creating daily sets you apart from everybody else. It's about volume over perfection. And the more you iterate and learn, not just repeat, because that's what most people do, is how you will learn faster than most. Trust me, it doesn't take a long time to get good. You just have to start to get good. The third area is about getting feedback. Does anybody know Jimmy's YouTube name? Mr. Beast. There we go. You guys all know Jimmy. That's good. Mr. Beast today, I think is, mid-20s, and is one of the first $1 billion YouTubers. If you didn't know that, he's a billionaire. He's a YouTuber. What I love about Mr. Beast is the fact that he started, I think, at 11 years old and posted 100 videos.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
I'm recording on my phone. Anyways, but
He literally published and published and published and didn't have any traction. Didn't have, like, some of the people today come out of nowhere and all of a sudden they have 100,000 subscribers, right? Sam Solik.
Bro, I have a channel, bro. Let me show you. I have a channel already with over over 400 videos already, bro. And trust me, there's a lot of iteration and learning that I have to do. I'm still in the process. Well, I have a channel, bro, that is already over 400 videos. The live channel, the Star Vibes Live.
The next 50% of your income should be...
Give me a second. Let me show y'all this channel right here.
Hey guys, it's Will. And you know that, like...
Will, tapping eyes. Yeah, bro.
What you see for yourself, so you have to mentally put yourself where you want.
433 videos. Yeah. You know what I mean? What last video was posted 13 days ago. So I gotta get back start dropping videos on both of them and see how the algorithm react and which one it picks up. I'm still experimenting with these videos. I know some of these videos are gonna hit the algorithm back in the future. As you guys can see, I had long hair, but no longer anymore. I mean, when was the 8 months ago? As you can see, I look different. Wow, this is a lot of transformation. Wow. Wow. I went through a lot of different transformation. Wow. Wow. I was going through it. What's this? What is this saying right here? Let's see. 3 keys to unlock success on social media. Let's hear what I was talking about. Let's see if
I'm going to give you 3 steps. 3 steps on how to become successful on YouTube and on social media. Just talking about whatever you want to talk about. Number 1, you need conviction. You need to say what you mean and mean what you say with power. You need emotional conviction. Your mind and your heart must be in sync, and your subconscious mind must agree with what you're saying. Else you're gonna feel it in your body and know that you're lying. You need conviction. Conviction is the power and the energy that make change in the world. You see the power that you can feel when I speak this? How you feel that? Conviction. You need.
I ain't gonna lie, God humbled my ass.
Need that in your content. Bro, speak with power and conviction.
I speak with like power and conviction now, but it's more chill around the edges. You get what I'm saying? This guy, I don't know who the hell this guy is, man. Yo, who the hell is this guy right here? But hey, let's go back to the video.
Look, if anybody's in the fitness space, literally blew up, million subs. Nowhere, and all of a sudden they have 100,000 subscribers, right? Sam Solik, if anybody's in the fitness space, literally blew up, million subs, million views per video. Mr. Beast doesn't have that story. He has the normal story. So you might see me today and go, damn, that's cool, bro, million, wow. But are you willing to do what I've done? Are you willing to do what Mr. Beast did? He published, he tried things, it didn't work, he kept trying, he became addicted, he became obsessed, he went all in. And if you're not willing to do the reps, you're not gonna get the results, okay? Reps equal results. Does that make sense? Say yes? What he's saying
Quality
is
reps.
do a video, iterate something to make it 1% better, post it, do it again, post it. Look at the analytics, look at your retention graphs, look at the tweaks, ask for feedback. If you're just posting and ghosting and not getting anybody else in your life to review what you did and give you feedback or reading the comments or looking at the fact that nobody watched, then you're never gonna get good at this. The fourth is pick one format. Most people make the mistake of doing all things at the same time and they get overwhelmed and they can't be consistent and they can't find the time to edit the videos and tweak the content. It's crazy. Just pick one format, long form, short form, carousel posts, podcasts. It could be tweets. Just choose the one that you know you would love to do and you would do it for a really long period of time. My philosophy is dedicate a decade. If you give me 10 years of posting, learning how to tell stories, being a content creator, and you go all in, I guarantee on the backside of that, you will have $1 million in your bank account. Now, if you want to learn how to build a business that runs itself, click the video.
That is so good. That is so good. That is so good. This was a really good video. If you learned anything from this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and go check out his channel, man. Go show some love. And big shout out to Dan. Wow, wow, yo, I'm so excited. I like making content like this. I like it. It's chill. It's cool. It's very educational, and it's going to help a lot of people. Even if I'm the one that introduced you to his channel, I don't care if you watch this video. If you skip past, as if this video make you find him and then you skip my video and go watch his channel, my job is done. That's me delivering value to you. That's a channel that you never knew exists, before you found. It doesn't matter how. So big shout out to Dan. Thank you for this. Thank you for making awesome content, man. I just appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for real. You're helping a lot of people out here, not only me, but my family and the people I care about. Videos like this help me learn and, transform my mind so I can become the person to create the wealth that I want for myself and my family. So thank you again, and see y'all in the next video. Check the description for something special.